Welcome everyone. This is Professor Manoj Sehgal. With symbiosis declaring the results very early within 4-5 days, the Nmims last window has already come out, and by the time you see my video, maybe the IIMs will release the dates of their results. So now is the season for group discussion, personal interview, group exercise and that. Let's check all the things one by one. Now, why does everybody has a GD? Why does a B school conduct a GD? It's basically to understand or pick up a candidate who will be checked on couple of parameters: clarity of thoughts, communication skills, the way he presents, and the way he handles the entire group. These are the couple of parameters he checks. But the most important is his content, how good he knows his topic. This is the things which a panelist checks for a GD. Now, your GD could be a couple of things. It could be a factual GD. It could be an article-based GD. It could be a controversial GD. It could be a GD which has an article-based. So, these are a couple of things which will happen. There are a couple of ground rules for a GD which you do and a couple of things which you don't do. I'll again give you in terms of a PowerPoint presentation a bit later in the video. The do's are: you allow other person to speak in the GD. You yourself can have two sides of the coin. Remember, it is not a debate, so you can allow or think that other point also is good enough, but my point is more valid. These are your do's in the GD. Don'ts is: don't use slang, don't use too much of your hands on the final day. In case you are one of the candidates who are asked to summarize on the GD, you have to tell the points which was covered in the GD. At no stage you can bring your own points. At the end of the GD, you'll also have a personal interview, or maybe the GD is not there and you'll have a VAT. So let's suppose what happens when you have a personal interview. Let's see first of all your dress part on the final day. For the male candidates, you normally are wearing a full sleeve shirt, preferably a plain shirt, because that's how you can have a tie. Normally your tie should be at this part, it should wind up till here, the half part of my buckle. It should not be lower, it cannot get extended. And the typically knot would be a samosa knot. You'll be definitely attired in a formal part on the final day. If you're wearing a white shirt, you have a flexibility of wearing a lot of trousers. So that is a big advantage you have. If you're wearing a tan color trouser, then normally your shoes should be a brown shoes. Else it should be a black shoes. Your socks should match either the color of the trouser or the color of the shoe. At no stage you can wear a white socks unless you're wearing a white trousers. And in case you're wearing a white trouser, then God bless, you're already on the verge of disaster. So be careful for this. For girls, obviously you have more chances. You can wear an Indian formals, you can wear a western outfit, or you can carry, if you can, a sari. All the three looks good. It's up to you. But remember, it should not be very jazzy. It shouldn't look that you're going after the interview directly for a wedding. You should not have very heavy jewelry. Once you reach in the interview panel, you just carry a folder. Ideally, your upper end should be your final year, then you'll have your 12th, then 10th, and your work experience and any extracurricular activities which you have. That should be your order of the day. Keep in mind, the bench or the entire thing belongs to the examiner. Your folder should be on your lap. Once you reach it, don't make a mistake of removing your watches and the cell phones and everything on the table. That belongs to him. Of course, he's kept a glass of water for you. So in case you feel and you're very thirsty, you can do that. You can take the other part. Your normal interview would be based on a couple of things. It will be based on your academics. It will be based on your work experience. If you have anything in terms of project, internship you have done, that would be there. It will be also based on your hobbies and interests. It can be your general personality also. Maybe the examiner can ask you a couple of questions. Where do you see yourself landing a couple of years from now? These are general questions which are asked on the interview. Please do not be very nervous. It is fairly okay that the fact that you cannot answer a couple of them. Keep in mind, there are a couple of always questions which will be asked. So practice a lot for the final day. First, tell me something about yourself. It's like a giveaway. You will have 90 seconds to 150 seconds to prepare for it. Name your 3 strengths. Name your 3 weaknesses. Remember, your strength and weakness should not contradict. In case you're saying your strength is very hardworking, but your results are not good enough, so that is actually not your strength. You might have something else as your strength. In case it's your hobby, make it sure you're specifying it. Don't say I like reading. The reading can be anything under the sun. So do you read fiction, non-fiction? Again, in fiction, what type of questions or what type you read on the final day. In terms of non-fiction, what do you read in non-fiction? Again, there's a difference saying I love watching cricket and playing cricket. If you're playing cricket or any sports, they expect that you would know the ground rules. However, if you watch it, that doesn't mean you'll know entire statistics. Till 5% of statistics, you can make a mistake. That's fairly enough. So if you're saying that Sachin has around 15,500 runs, which is somewhere less than what he actually has, that's perfectly okay. Don't too much fumble on the final day. At the end of the day, if you're lucky, he might ask you, do you have any questions for us? Please, at any stage, do not ask him, okay, how was my interview? He's never gonna tell you that. However, you can say, thank you so much, sir, for giving me an opportunity. But at this stage, I feel I do not have any questions for you. Or generally speaking, if you do have some question, it should be related to what are the courses offered here, any elective I can take, or any committee you have. At the end of the day, please thank the examiner before leaving. Now, assuming you do not have a GD, you will have a VAT. Now, in a VAT or writing ability test, you will be given an essay. Your essay can be factual or essay can be controversial. Once again, like a GD. Now, you should be having a body, entire part here, and at the end, you'll be concluding it. The essay cannot be more than 1.5 pages. Make it sure you are giving concrete examples on the final day. A couple of colleges like Symbiosis will have something called as a group exercise. I'll just show you a bit later how the group exercise will happen. I'll give you the entire list of what has happened in this stage. Once again, in terms of any queries, any questions, you are free to mail me. And once again, thank you so much for all the love you have shown in my Cmat and MH's CET video of MBA. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Goodbye.